Another icky day. 26 degrees, but it's raining. We're right on the edge of it right now. There's a whole lot coming towards us, but at the moment it'll stop for about 5 minutes and then it'll start up again. I don't know if you can hear it, it's starting to get heavier now. But it rained all day yesterday, really hard. Yeah, I think the temperature was 19. Yeah, I think it was 19 degrees. So it's warmer today. I'm not sure what the temperature of the rain was yesterday, but I walked from the house to the garage here and it wasn't too bad. But it was heavy rain all day, heavy rain, and even into part of the night. So it's nicer today, it's not as windy. Rain's not consistent, but we do have a severe thunderstorm watch for today. I'm thinking we're not going to get it from the part that's over us right now. I think it's going to be from what's behind it later on. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, because I am going to go out today. I'm going to waterproof. So I had time yesterday to make a video. I didn't have any videos to make. I'm all caught up. I don't have anything waiting. I'm ahead by about 9 videos right now. I have 9 videos on YouTube, actually 8 I guess now, because today's will have been made public. But I have 9 waiting to go, each one scheduled for the next day. So at the moment, as you're seeing my videos, they're 9 days old. So I got a good lead. I really don't want to lose it. So I decided to do my chocolate powder comparison to find out what the difference is between the old one and the new one, and find out what 2 vitamins are missing. I still don't know. So I get that done. And last time I went on the video, it was an overcast day, kind of like today, but it wasn't raining. And I decided to head down that far trail full speed and see how the image stabilization handled it. It was rock steady. So I think that kind of confirms to me that it's the sun reflecting off that dirty filter that's causing all the issues with that, causing the stabilization to freak out. And my guess, it seems like it anyways. Somebody suggested to me that one of the issues, he watched an older video where I was showing how the wheel, I can't put mud flaps on here because they're so close to the tip of the step, and he told me the steps are on backwards. So I got thinking, I said, well, that's a possibility, something I never even thought of. But when I got looking at it, both ends are the same. So if I put this on the other side, because I can't just turn it around here because it only mounts one way. So if I put it on the other side, it's going to have the same thing because they're pointed on both sides. So that was a good thought, and like I said, something I hadn't even considered, but and where the mounts are, it sticks out just as far at the front as it does at the back, so even if I turn it around, it would still be in the same position. So thanks for that suggestion. Like I said, something I wouldn't even have thought of, but it doesn't look like that's going to make a difference. So I'm not going to get into details. I have more time now. I eliminated one of the people that I watch. He's been getting increasingly annoying. He's very self-righteous. All the products that he sells are all the best in the world. And he's taken his most important information that people need to know, and he stuck it behind a paywall. And he's all backpatting about it. It's to the point of being obnoxious. Well, he did an interview with somebody the other day, and his... how can I put it? He pushes gold. You know, it's like back your finances with gold and that, because the economy's gonna crash. And every once in a while, he'll get somebody in the comments saying, "Well, you can't eat gold, right?" And he freaks out on them. He calls basically he attacks them and calls them idiots. And he says it's not for the president; it's for when after we come through this. You know, people with gold are going to be. So, anyways, he interviewed somebody, and he said pretty much the same thing. And he said, you know, it's like, if you're starving to death, gold isn't going to make any difference. And he agreed with him. He didn't attack him. He didn't call him an idiot. He agreed with him. And a couple things they both denied the existence of, something major, something biblical. And that was it for me. His true colors shone through for me. And so that was it. I couldn't even finish watching the interview. Both of them were ticking me off so much. And everything that he tries to say to us, he's actually agreeing with the opposite of what this guy's saying. So I eliminated him, and he had a lot of videos every day, so it took up a lot of my time. And I don't have that time to spend now. So I got all that free time I can do with other things that need to be done. So a little bit upsetting, because I like the information that he gave, but you know, it is to the point where it was stressful watching his videos, because I couldn't handle his self-righteousness. And it was to the point where everything he said I was starting to ridicule it. So that's a good sign to get away from that. And you can't even watch it with an open mind anymore. So I have one more thing here. As it rains harder. So I saw this video yesterday. The Delta variant could cause a resurgence in the fall. Teresa Tam on COVID-19 modeling. There's that modeling again. So I'm thinking, wait, a resurgence in the fall. Isn't it a problem now? Aren't they freaking out because it's a problem now? Well, if you think your kids are going back to school, just wait, they're going to do the exact same thing they did last year. Only this time it's going to be the Delta variant. It's a problem right now, apparently, but you know, it's going to make a resurgence. It has to go away in order to make a resurgence, does it not? But of course, you know, like I said about the modeling has never been right. The modeling can say anything they want it to say. I'll just put it that way. So you know what they expect. You think your kids are going to go back. It might be like last year. They might go back just to make people happy, and then this is going to happen, and you'll see. You don't have to believe me, you'll see. So I mentioned, I was talking about making a special video, and I never got to do that. I couldn't find the parts that I needed. I have them now, and unfortunately I didn't go out because it rained. So I don't know what you can see here. I'm all ready to go out. I got the open frame covered up. I get the SJ cam and the waterproof case. So where's the H9? Oh, it's somewhere else. And that's part of the special video that I want to make. I'm not going to do it today because I don't want to do it when it's raining, because the lens gets covered in water and you can't see anything anyway. But I'm going to test it. I got everything I need. I've got a cord that's long enough now. And I'm just going to see how it works, and see how it looks, and see if I have to make any adjustments before I make the actual video. So will I show you? I don't know. Possibly, maybe. But I don't want to do anything. I'm not going to show you anything now, in case it doesn't work out. Then I'll show you what I tried to do. I guess I'll put it that way. I'll show you what I tried to do if it didn't work. So I gotta go out in the rain now. I don't want to get completely soaked. I got waterproofing for everything, but I'm gonna take an extra step, and I'm going to show you how I make my garbage bag rainproof bag, or rain poncho, I guess it would be. I can find the end of it. I think it's too long. This book's too long. There it is. Okay, so that's the top. Open up the bag here. The bottom of it. And I just rip a hole in the bottom, right in the middle. Spread it out a little bit. Try to keep it even on both sides, so the hole is more or less centered. I have a whole bunch of these, but I never remember where I put them, so I have to keep remaking them. Spread it out. Just big enough for my head to go through. And then the corners, I just rip the corners off. Rip the corners off. And that's ready to put on. I also discovered when I expand these, I gotta make sure I expand downward and not along the seam. Otherwise, it spreads over towards the hole for my head and makes it shorter, and eventually it'll break through. Just like that. And I no longer have to worry about covering up my essentials because they're already covered. So this isn't 100% foolproof. Because once everything else starts getting wet, it will start going down my neck, especially at the back. So I'm wearing a different hat today, because when I wear my gray one, it's easier to put the face mask on, the chin straps. These chin straps are farther forward, so it's harder to get the straps from the mask behind. So I prefer wearing it. But I don't want to get it wet, so I'm going to wear this one today. Wait. My phone glasses on. Bluetooth connection successful. I love how it speaks to me. Power on. Bluetooth mode. Bluetooth connection successful. Okay. So that's good. It's centered. It's also a bigger hat. It doesn't really fit perfectly. So there's extra space in there, which makes it move around a little bit. So I gotta take these with me just in case. Makes it more difficult to reach anything in here, but at least everything's dry, right? Now sometimes, if I go out in the winter time and it's raining, actually I might do that anyway. I'll just take a second bag. I'll just drape it over my legs and then sit on it so that my legs are covered up. It just keeps the top of my legs from getting, because right now it doesn't look too bad, but once I sit down this bag will pull up. So I'll do that. I'll grab a second one for that. I guess that's it. I'm going to take the silicone cover off. Oh, it's really sticky because my hands sweat and it gets dirty, and when it's damp like this, it sticks. It gets really super sticky. It's time to clean that. So I'm going to take my old Timmy's cup with me, because once the outside of this gets wet, it's going to start leaking. And if I get a period where it's not raining, then I'm going to grab me a new one. And again, hope it doesn't get wet before I get home. Now, we'll see what happens. If it's raining too much, I won't bother grabbing one. Actually, I'm not even going to take it with me. So I guess that's all I got. So let's go for a tour in the rain and hope I get home before any storms get here. it turned out to be quite a nice day. Rain didn't last very long. It's all kind of moving away from us. We have more coming. So I did take a quick look at the radar, updated, and thunderstorms possible starting about 7:30. It's just after 7 now, and it's so humid out. So if we do get storms, it's not going to be nice. There is a threat of a tornado for today, so especially northeast of us, Bruce, or mostly north, Bruce County, they have a tornado watch. And I think that's what's already gone through here. That's what passed to the north of us. So, it's kind of nice. Got the monster wet. Everything's working fine. The strobe light's still on the same flash pattern. That's worked out quite nice. Yeah, I didn't use my open frame. Had it covered up with the SJ cam in the waterproof case. And I got a third camera. That was my test. I'm not going to show you that just yet. I'm going to see how the footage worked on it. If it didn't work, then I'll show you. If not, then hopefully tomorrow it won't be raining. And I'll be able to do what it is I was planning on doing. So, halfway through the trip, once I realized the rain was going away, I took my rain bag off. That reminds me. Take it out of here. I'll just kind of hang everything up and let it dry off, and I'm going to put it in a spot where I can see it, so if I need it again I know exactly where it is and I don't have to sacrifice another garbage bag. I probably got about 10 of them hanging around somewhere. I never remember where they are, so. I don't know what else to say. The rivers are up a little bit, only a few inches, not as much as I expected. And we got a lot of rain yesterday, so we even had a rainfall warning, so give you an indication. So, I don't think there's anything else to say. The nice thing about driving in the rain is the ball joints and the bearings, when they rattle, they get quiet. Yeah, so it was a nice quiet drive. But because they're quiet, I can hear another rattle in the tiller. So, a little bit there, so I don't know if that stupid steering shaft bearing has come loose again. I don't know. With that lock nut on there, it shouldn't come loose at all, but for whatever reason it did. But it could be that, it could be the tiller adjuster. It's come loose before too and gave me a rattle like that. So with everything else quiet, I can actually hear that. So when I take the front end apart to change the speedometer cable, then I'll take a look and see what's loose in there, what's rattling. But I guess that's all I got. It was a nice day. I wasn't expecting it to be as nice as it is. It's so warm and it's so humid. I stopped. The used furniture guy showed me one of his hauls. He's got a second store now. He's got so much. He needed the extra room, and he showed me these. It's kind of a bar set. There's a table. The table's got like beer bottle holders built into it, and it's built from a wine keg, like the old style wooden barrels, and all the chairs are all built out of those barrels. It's somebody put a lot of work into it and did a really nice job. They're just beautiful. So I can't remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there were 5 chairs, 5 or 6. I think there was 5. And this table, it just, I couldn't imagine if, like, it's not manufactured. Somebody built it by hand. Did a really super nice job on it. They're just beautiful. And matching vinyl seats, and the seat cushion, you can pull it out. Yeah, that's great for cleaning. and they just did such a great job on it. If somebody was to build that brand new for somebody, I would hate to see how much it actually costs. Like he's gonna get a try. He's gonna try to get $1,000 for them. I bet you he will. They're just beautiful. But I guess that's it. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. It's Sunday today, so nothing was really open. I was gonna go to Value Mart. I just didn't feel like it. I wanted to stay out. I didn't want to stop driving. So it was just a beautiful drive. Not a whole lot of people out today. Nobody wanted to get wet, I guess. But like I say, once I stopped at the dam after I left here, it stopped raining, and that was it. It didn't rain again after. So anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching.